Hola, bienvenidos a Español 1a. You are on lesson 0.1, greetings and polite titles. In this lesson, you will learn how to say hello and goodbye, use polite titles like Mr., Mrs., and Miss, and greetings for different times of the day. You'll learn this so you can say hi and bye and greet others politely. You'll know you have it when you can pass the end of lesson mastery check with 90% or more and have a conversation with a partner to demonstrate what you've learned. So in Spanish-speaking countries, the titles Mr., Mrs., and Miss are used more often than in the US. When people meet, they kiss on the cheek lightly, mostly the women do, and they do shake hands like we do. They also use specific greetings for different times of the day. So in the United States, we don't use Mr., Mrs., and Miss as much. Shake hands or fist or wave instead of kissing, and we say hi or hello any time of the day. So in repeating words aloud when you're learning a new language, it's important to help your brain to encode the information to make it more easily retrievable. Otherwise, it helps you remember and use the words and phrases. It also solidifies the new knowledge in your brain so you can use it in the future. And verbal repetition refers to articulating or saying a word after hearing it. So we're going to practice saying the following phrases 3 times, and you'll notice that some words or letters are highlighted for specific reasons. So the H is silent in Spanish. So this word is pronounced hola, hola, hola. And you can see here that the English translation is on the left, and you got a picture that represents the word or phrase. Adiós, adiós, adiós. Buenos días, buenos días, buenos días. Buenas tardes, buenas tardes, buenas tardes. Buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches. Buenos días is a greeting that you can use up until noon, and then after noon you start saying buenas tardes up until the evening meal. And after your evening meal, you can start saying buenas noches. And this is both a greeting and a farewell or a goodbye. Now we're going to practice saying polite titles. So you'll see the English translation on the left and a picture that represents the word on the right. Señor, the N is a ñ sound, kind of like in Kenyan, and the abbreviation is in parentheses. Señor, señor. Señora, señora, señora. Señorita, señorita, señorita. So these titles mean different things depending on how they're used. If you're using señor all by itself, it means sir. But if you use it with a last name, it means Mr. So here we have Señor Pérez. Señora means ma'am or madam when it's used alone, or when it's used with a last name, it means Mrs. And the same with Miss. It's by itself it's Miss, and with a last name it's Miss. There are no titles when you're speaking to a friend or a younger child. Let's put some of these words together. So you're going to see a dialogue here, and there's a picture of 2 people, and Pedro and Juan are just saying hi and bye. Hola Juan, hola Pedro, adiós Juan, adiós Pedro. Simple dialogue. 2 friends are greeting each other any time of day. Hola Rosa, hola Verónica, hola Rosa, adiós Verónica. Greeting a friend in the afternoon might sound like this. Buenas tardes Juan, buenas tardes Pedro. Greeting a teacher in the morning, and if you've noticed, this picture matches what we're going to be saying. Buenos días, señor Gómez. Buenos días, Pedro. So the teacher did not say a title because he's addressing someone younger than him. Buenas tardes, señora Garcia. Buenas tardes, Pedro. And here we see this clock represents the afternoon. Buenas noches, señorita. Buenas noches. And these 2 didn't know each other because they're at a restaurant, and so they just greeted each other politely. Now we're going to practice. I want you to fill in the blanks based on the picture. So we got buenos. Which word goes there? Let's look at the picture. And then we got a blank here for Gómez. The answer is buenos días, señor Gómez. Which words go in the blanks based on the pictures? Buenas noches, Señora Garcia. Let's practice pronunciation and filling in our guided notes. So we've got hola, adiós, señor, señora, señorita, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. And in this lesson, you learn how to say hola and adiós, señor, señora, señorita, and different time of day greetings like buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Adiós, estudiantes. See you next time for more Spanish language learning. Next up, complete the vocab and guided notes, move on to the next activity in the module, and greet someone in Spanish today. Bien hecho.